Let's talk about depositions. Depositions are when you have filed a lawsuit and the other side wants the opportunity to sit down and ask you questions about your case. It's actually one of the easier things to do in the life of a case for the plaintiff or the client because it's just telling your story. But there's a trick. Deposition day for the plaintiff is the most important day aside from trial in the life of the case, because this is the other side's opportunity to sit down, look at you in the eye, listen to you, and what they're doing is evaluating what kind of impression you're going to make on the jury. I've had several cases where the value of the case as just because the plaintiff did not make a very good impression. They were sarcastic, they weren't respectful, maybe they lied. In fact, in a later episode, I'm going to tell you the things that will sink your case during a deposition that you need to be aware of. So what you need to think about in depositions is you come into a room, probably in your lawyer's office. You sit down. In that room with you is going to be your lawyer, a court reporter, and lawyers for the other side. That could be just one lawyer. It could be up to 6 lawyers. How many people you have sued? Each one of those lawyers is going to have an opportunity to ask you questions. And they're going to go through a lot of different things. They're going to ask you about your background. They're going to ask you about your work history. They're going to ask you about the event that led you to file a lawsuit. They're going to ask you about what your injuries were and what limitations you have because of those injuries. I want to impress upon you that this is not a situation where you see on TV where the lawyers are throwing things at each other and are arguing. It doesn't happen in depositions. In fact, it's just the opposite. I tell all my clients, and I want you to think about this too if you're about to be deposed, I'm going to get more information out of you if I am nice, if I'm respectful to you, if I let you talk. Just think, if I am ugly to you or I want to fight with you, are you going to be willing to give any information? Probably not. So just know the nicer the people are, they're still not on your side. So just a few things to think about as you prepare to take your deposition or get your deposition taken. It's really a informal situation, but it's an incredibly important day, and it really impacts the value of your case. Check in with us later. Hit subscribe so you get all of our episodes. Have any questions or something you really want us to address, just reach out to us and we'll do it. Thank you.